$5,000. Cash payment to anyone who can prove that what lying son of a devil FARRAKHAN is preaching is consistent with the lessons, supreme wisdom, of Master Fard Muhammad Elijah Muhammad's representation of his teacher Master Fard's teachings.
Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. Sulaiman Rahim here. After the covenant, had a few technical problems, but I think I've resolved them. Follow up of so-called Saviours Day in my last couple of days. Solved this question about whoever God is. Things move very quick, fast, brothers and sisters. Another thing, I'm getting a lot of comments lately, and they're canceling a lot of my. There's one particular presentation they cancel over and over again. And they're not giving any reason. Say, well, it violates community standards, but all I'm then doing is just three short videos in there, and all of them just no comments, anything. Just playing 3 short clips of videos. FARRAKHAN thinks his videos, 3 short clips. I think altogether probably about 5-10 minutes. They just play it over and over again. But it's getting a lot of attention. And now, I mean, it's got thousands. And I keep running it. And now I had those videos on my other presentations, even in here. Don't cancel those. So it's not the videos, because all my presentations the last 2 or 3 months got those videos in it. It's not concentrated like that. This is just those 3, period. Put them together, no comments, no commentary, just put them together and play them. And not YouTube doing it because they're not canceling other ones. Somebody's getting angry because it's getting a lot of attention. And it's telling the truth about FARRAKHAN. But they trying to give you one image. Now I say, okay, let's FARRAKHAN speak. Because I have my own words. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Time has run out. Well, everybody's, the whole world's attention right now is on the Middle East. And when the bullets start flying again, brothers and sisters, your life will never be the same. So we'll see. Anyway, getting comments, call me names and stuff, but they won't come to get the $5,000. So if I'm lying, they can prove that he's represented, they get $5,000, shut me up. They won't do that because they can't. It's more brothers and sisters. Let's see this right here. Okay, I should highlight this anyway. Those who conceal or the book, I forgot to put those things there. Conceal all of it that Allah has revealed. It's not, the Bible also conceal all of it. Take for a small price. They eat nothing but fire in their blood, and I will speak them on their resurrection. And no pure for them if there was a painful chastisement. What do you mean? See, they speak, when they conceal, it means they speak part of the book and don't speak the other. Like in Malachi, it says there's two messengers. They conceal the fact there's two messengers there. Keep trying Elijah, the last one. That's not what Malachi says. There's another one that comes to Elijah. That follows after Elijah. Exodus says the same thing. After Moses, right, there'd be lying Aaron, was no good for 40 years. And then there'd be Joshua. He'd be the messenger of the covenant. So they don't mention the messenger of the covenant. That's the messenger, second messenger they have in Malachi. They talk first. Oh, Elijah's the last one. That's not what Malachi says. They don't mention the covenant itself. They read about. That's what I'm working on that, brothers and sisters. He said Sunday, right? That when they talk about Abraham's seed and bondage, that's talking about us. He said that's talking about us, no doubt about it. Is that what he said? Okay. Well, then what about the covenant part? So after that period, we return home with great substance. He don't read that part. He don't read that part. That's the covenant God made as a result. What we would get as a result of that. They don't read that part. They conceal that part. And then the idea that mention the covenant. And the fact of who the Son of Man is. He said Son of Man is wool, that dark skin and wool hair. That's not matched for Muhammad. So again, that's the Quran. He says it's volatile. Quran saying that. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Yeah, right there. Those who conceal or the book that Allah has revealed and take for a small price, he does but find their bellies. Say he's doing that to get paid by FARRAKHAN. It's a real small price. Mouth. The mouth make war with the saints. All this is there, brothers and sisters. All the scripture, it's all there. 666. Come on, you have to figure what 666 is. You know who one of them is? It says his primary weapon would be what? Primary would be to buy or sell if you mess with that second 66. You know who it is? Only one doing sanction in the world is America. That's the first 6. And the one that he's saying, put your sanction on, if you miss that second one, is false Israel. Those two right there. It's easy to identify. Nobody puts sanction on anybody but America. America is the only one that does it. Got sanction all over the world. And then that'll be a primary weapon. Wouldn't be buy or sell if you didn't go along with their program. This stuff is easy. Okay, brothers and sisters. Now, like I said, it's about to explode. Explode, brothers and sisters. Just wait for the bullets to fly again. When they do fly, I talk about this. I've been warning you for years. When FARRAKHAN announced 3 years ago, oh, Armageddon has started. Oh, remember yesterday he said Armageddon's at the door. No, he said Armageddon started, what, 2 or 3 years ago? You seen the Armageddon? He said, why has Armageddon started? He said, it started in Europe. He was all wrong. All wrong about everything. I said, no, you're wrong. I said, tension going to be in the Middle East. That's where it's going to blow up at. That will trigger Armageddon. Now all the focus there. They wonder what Trump is going to do. I tell you, there's going to be the war. It's going to go on. It's going to go on. And they think what's going on. And very soon, if it does, everything will change. That's the breaking news. I'll give you more detail, but that's not my purpose today. We told you when it would be. It'd be first day, say peace and safety. What was it talking? Peace and safety. September 2023. That was talking peace and safety. We have Belt Road, Abraham, whatever they call it, Abraham Accords. Remember? Then we're going to have all this peace on the UN. And then right away next month, so they say peace, safety, sudden destruction come on like a woman have a labor that means it be, phases. Right away, abominations, desolation started. What's the definition of abomination? The uprising was put down with great cruelty. Look it up. That's what abomination. Isn't that a clear enough definition? That's exactly what's happening, called genocide. That went on until 2025 June, and then that's when the war heaven will start. So they had the war, and then so they'd be silent for about 6 months. And the way you calculate that, you don't count June. You know, some people, I tell you, you know, start July. I mean, sometimes you can, you know, you can write it down. You say ABC, and they'll still say CD. It's ABC right there. Hold on, man. Since I got a little camera problem here. Mm-hmm. Oops, I hadn't done it anyway. Camera problem. Oh, no. Don't do that. Camera problem here. They're acting up like that. I had so much problem. I tell you, brothers and sisters. I happened to one of my presentations and overlaid it with the Saviours Day thing. I didn't do that because I didn't record it. And I didn't realize it. It's like 3,000, I think, 3,000 hits or something. Right? So I said, let me just go and check, see, you know, because I didn't pay attention at first. I said, about 3,000. So suddenly I got an inspiration. Let me go in and play it back to see, you know. And sure enough, it wasn't mine. It was their Saviours Day thing. I mean, it was sounds in the beginning, like they sounds the first part. And then it's, how did that happen? I didn't record it. I told you, and all my sisters, brothers and sisters. Let me move on here. It's unbelievable. Oh, I got to disable it. I forgot to disable it. It's still out there. No, I changed. No, I left it. I changed the description. I said description. This is a hack video. That's what I did. Okay. Hold on. Where am I here? Oh, that's right there. Okay, see if this works. I'm saying. They're trying to give me a stroke or something, bro. So it's not going to work, but they're trying hard. Can't blame for trying. Anyway, and then it said besides for about, we don't start counting June. How you going to count June? It's almost into June. Right? I'm not even get to that, boss. This is that. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't get to that. I have to be monitoring what people doing. One person come out there. We're going to do it wisely with them. I already comment on that. We deal wisely with you. I ain't got time to be, I did spot checking right away. So I just did about 5 minutes spot checking right there. So I was all messed up. I already talked about it. You can't, they're not dealing wisely with us. Doing wisely, the idea is doing it in a way we don't see it. But doing wisely, that doesn't have a connotation. It really does. See? So you got that bad translation out there. And I said the scripture's wrong. I said, so if you see it and you see, you can look at it and say, that's bad translation. I'm doing wisely with somebody. That don't mean I'm doing it in a way. I mean, I have to be friendly with them. They say anything. And they don't understand they're going to pay a heavy price for it. Okay? I made it clear. How many times I said this over and over again? You start July, August, September, October, November, December. Somebody go out there and say, well, June, July. Well, I already warned everybody, so I have time to be watching. There's a little spot there right away. 2 minute look. So I don't know what else is out there, and I don't even want to look. Anyway, so the silence would be approximately 6 months. It's about half an hour. And around time, and it was quiet. All of a sudden, they attacked again at the end of December. They started trying to stabilize the country. And this corona has been on. You know, I wasn't sure they're going to get through their so-called Saviours Day. But they're struggling. The world's on edge. When it does happen, brother, says you will know it. You will know it because your life will change dramatically. In an instant. Come on, brothers and sisters. That's where we are. That's happening right now. FARRAKHAN, see, he told guys, Toby Quiet, he don't know what the hell's going on. He has no idea. And none of these other clowns out there. None of those clowns out there, so-called. Son of Shem, Ben X, South, they have no idea what's going on. If he did, he would have been talking that crap he was talking Sunday. Oh, well. And they didn't even get the subject. They spent the whole Sunday defending Farrakhan. I keep trying to tell people, you guys start thinking. See, people can reveal a lot by what they say. You said this to them. It's like you can reveal that. You don't have to see the wind. All you got to do, you know the wind's blowing because you see the leaves shaking in the direction. And if you don't understand the law of action and reaction, then you can tell everything you need to know about the action from the reaction. And defense is reaction. Offense is action. Defense is reaction. That means they spent a whole time defending Farrakhan. It was reacting to something. I mean, there's something out there attacking Farrakhan. And you can tell this by the nature of how they defended him. And if you look at how they defend him, then you track back and you see who it is that's attacking them. How effective it is, but how much time they spend in defending him, how strong their defenses is. Or they bought him out. He's supposed to be quiet, but yeah, he was talking. Then they had to hold him up. He had his hand around, what you call him. He didn't have a hand because he loved him. He had him, he was holding him up. But he tried to make it look like he was pouty. It's so stupid over there. Remember, he's supposed to shut up. And then they said, well, Farrakhan, he was represented with, Mitch Mills going to give Farrakhan a speech. Farrakhan, if the dummy is talking, that means the ventriloquist is the one talking. That means, but if you told the ventriloquist to shut up, that means the dummy shouldn't be talking. It's all bullshit. But they're desperate trying, and he said a little stupid stuff, a couple few things, right? And they wouldn't put him in a wheelchair because that was too obvious. So they put him in a chair that had wheels. Look closely. He's the only chair that had wheels on it. They rolled it out. His wife was next to him, she had a wheelchair. It's pathetic. Okay? But remember, they spent a whole... So the subject was supposed to be about community and all that kind of stuff. And again, if they tell you it's time, unprecedented trouble, every time I blow up, then what the hell, that subject doesn't even make any sense. Like you go into a gas chamber and you talk about, hey man, I'm getting married in a few months. You get married to death, man. I don't make that. How's that? What two don't add up? But you're telling you what you should be doing right now. At this time of present trouble, hell is about to break loose. What you need to do, because they don't know. Well, how are we going to take our community? You're going to have a community in a minute. So, my brothers and sisters, there's been a whole time trying to defend Farrakhan. Farrakhan's under attack. He's under attack. He's in trouble. And he's going to be going soon, very soon. As soon as all the bullets start flying, the excess is his ass. Let's move on. I got to move on, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Okay. I want to get to the main point here. See, well, okay, let's get there. Let's go a few things first. What's at stake here, brothers and sisters? See, they told me they never matched from Muhammad. I was going to put a big thing together, but I said, no, right? Maybe I will. I got so many things to do because I got to prepare myself. Right? I'm not fully prepared. I'm as prepared as I can be. I'm working hard on it. And the thing is, make a wholer, cream of the planet Earth, God, universe. That means it all belongs to us, everything on the earth, above the earth. But the thing is, they have it. And we have nothing. And that's the promise. We're going to take everything back. to take control back. Remember the story about Nebuchadnezzar? So they got that all wrong too. There's two Nebuchadnezzars in there. Anyway, that's another story. The point is that at the end of this trouble, right? You got his mind back and he got his kingdom back. So first you got to get your mind back. That's your problem right now. Because you're powerful. Well, I'm not going to say powerful. You have energy. You have a lot of energy, but you don't have the discipline to turn into power because you don't have your mind. That's why the man was beating himself up, but they couldn't control him anymore. But so he's beating himself up. That means you got a lot. I don't like to use the word power there because I'm not going to use it. But they're going to come back and going to haunt me if I do. But he had all that strength. Nobody could control him anymore. He's beating himself up. So that's hard to say as power. You beat yourself up, right? With your own power. I hate this language. But the point is, he's beating himself up. Until he got his mind back. Then they're old. See? So they have everything. They have everything. We have enough energies. We can't take it all back yet. Well, no, let me take it back. We can take it back, right? With the help of Master Muhammad, because he's a God. He's going to rule the next 6,000 years. And if ands a bus about it. Right? So he's going to pull a trigger that's going to kick this off. They said time those had to be shortened. See, that's why the movie's about to make, it's going to cut this whole thing short. It's going to cripple Magog. It's going to wake you up. Okay? Well, I'm not going to say that's going to wake you up. The point is that what's got you distracted is going to be taken away. Because the angel's going to wake you up. Master, it's the Suleiman's wake you up, blowing the four winds. It's teaching. It's prophesies the four winds. Well, if you understand the angel, he's talking about, that's why I got to keep doing it. See? If I stop doing it, that's resonance, like the walls of Jericho. If they went around 6 days and stopped, the walls would have crumbled. See, that gets to the mathematics of resonance, and, what's the reaction rate? I try to explain those things to the mathematics of brothers and sisters. They have to keep, And so right now, that's why I got to keep going every day, because it's building up. And at some point, that glass cracks. And so preach the four winds, bam, that did it. He's going to make it easier. Can I say it? That he's going to cause the four winds to blow, and I'll leave it alone. Anyway, movies make is going to happen before. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to get down to complicated, but when I say that, I say something else. Bottom line is, he's going to pull a trigger that's going to kill the American dream. That's what got you distracted. That's good enough. And that's once you get, because you got it's like, say you're a man, you got two beautiful girls, man. You're trying to figure out what you're going to like to hear, right? Because so the point is that you got the vision over here that they're blocking, and you got, right? So in other words, you got the American dream and the vision, right? The vision is distorted. He's ready to knock out that. Excuse me, he's ready to knock out the American, both actually. He's going to knock out the American dream. So the only thing you're going to have to look at is over here. But the vision's still distorted, but it's still there. It's still a question about it. You're going to remove the question. Okay, put that away. Right now, you got the American dream here, and you heard, a little bit about this. Even you heard a little bit about it. You heard from Martin Luther King, Promised Land. So you heard a little bit, it's kind of distorted. So that's how you double confuse. Because American dream, that's the only thing that you know about. Because that thing over there was taken away from you. They went, and I made it clear, they distorted it. They got FARRAKHAN emphasizing it. We ain't going nowhere. In fact, he just denied it. Don't you look over there. I don't want to get this too deep on this process. He said, don't even look at that. Only thing you need to look at, if you can't look at that, only the American dream. He wants to stay here. He's ever telling you just to pay. That's the vision he's giving you, the American dream. But he said, you don't want to go anywhere. He lacks it here. We don't have it, and you're not going anywhere. So therefore, this must be it. He's working with them to keep you just looking at this American dream here, which is about to fail. And the vision over there, Elijah Muhammad David, Farrakhan's covenant vision up. See? You ain't going nowhere. Don't you pay attention then over here. Don't look over here. You had that, and they took it away. Farrakhan's blocked it. So when Master Muhammad's going to kill the American dream, so then you're looking over there, and he's getting ready to take down. That was covenant. Who is that? That's kind of demons. It's a false Israel. It's got that false up there. Both of them goes out. The angel makes it so clear, but I don't know how to. I see it clearly, and I keep saying some things. Maybe I should explain this a long time ago. Sometimes I say they should understand it already. But I got a couple of people got my back about that. You wouldn't believe it. Say, man, you need to. I said I can't sit down and tell me. I teach how to add, subtract, and you can figure out the process. I can't tell you every day. Well, how much is 5 plus 5 is 10? How much is 11 plus 22? How much is 3 minus 1? Every time a problem comes, I got to add. No, I'm not your calculator. I showed you how to process it. And that's what they tell me I need to do. I need to go in and say, but everything in detail, I said, start figuring it out. But that's exactly what it is. And I said, man, I'm going to, what is he going to take down? Boom. He does that. I don't do that. He does that. Anyway, I take down the demons. I do that. He take out false Israel. And I give your mind back. It says it's a corporation here. We incorporate. Anyway. And then we take all this back. They're going to fight us. Tooth and nail. That's the apocalypse, no more brothers and sisters. And again, Farrakhan say, this is what every post on every NOI meeting, you know about MGT, I never went to MGT class. I'm lying, you fuck clowns out there. Everyone, FOI, right? That was there. I was part of when FOI meetings. That's a clear picture. The picture speaks louder and louder. Picture's worth 1,000 words. And that's clear enough. Get the hell out of here. We ain't going nowhere. Well, that's where Elijah Muhammad taught. Get the hell out of here. Move on.
So long till they don't know the birth record. So they just say from remotest antiquity, this is the house that God used to manifest his wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and power in and through. Where is he now? Wherever he want to be. I'm not going to say I know where he is, but I'm glad his power is everywhere. I think I know where he is. I don't want to say because I could be wrong, but he's wherever he wishes to be. Are we to pray and worship Master Farrakhan Muhammad? You don't worship the flesh of any man, because the flesh is going to die. But in that flesh is a wisdom and a power superior to any human being on the earth. So when we look to Allah in the person of Master Farrakhan Muhammad, we look to him. And when he ain't no longer here, the power is going to be here. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said he would live a minimum of 400 years, but 400 years ain't no time. He'll be gone. But before he goes, the foundation of what he lays will never be erased from the planet. That's a God. He prays. He prays. He don't pray to himself. You don't say, surely I have turned myself to me. Who does he pray to? He prays in remembrance of him who originated that which he came in. He came in this body. You can't ignore him who originated this. Anyway, it's deep. Ruler. And whether you like it or not, the new ruler is black. He have hair like lamb's wool, and he has feet like burnished brass. And if y'all can't take a black leader, then you might as well get off the planet.
Okay, well, it's just gave a definition right there. He tells you God is not a man. So we see. Let's go a little further than this. This guy says God. He says you can't worship flesh. So Master Muhammad is praying to something that's not flesh. But Master Muhammad is God. So what is that thing he's praying to that's superior to him, but not flesh?
The new ruler is black. He have hair like lamb's wool, and he has feet like burnished brass. And if y'all can't take a black leader, then you might as well get off the planet.
Beloved brothers and sisters, one of the greatest practices in all the religions is prayer. The form and style of prayer varies from faith to faith, but prayer is universal. There is no religious community that does not pray. No prophet of God that did not pray. Abraham prayed, Noah prayed, Moses prayed, David prayed, Joseph prayed, Jesus prayed, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, prayed. Master Fard Muhammad prays.
The coming of God. The coming of our Savior.
Go ahead, Apostle.
He's not a spook. I want you to know that we are trying our best, since we have met face to face with God, to try to remove from you that old idea that God is some spirit that is formless. We want you to get out of that old slavery idea.
Messenger confirmed this. Quote, "The creator of this heaven and earth in which we live, he died. We don't meet with him. We have not met him. I want to teach you these things that you have misunderstood. There is no such thing as a human or any flesh or life. Whatever it may be, dies and comes back. It doesn't come back. The white man taught you this, but you never did know what he meant by this." End quote.
Okay, bro, this comes down to whether you believe in Elijah or you believe in FARRAKHAN, because they're saying two contradictory things. I say it's flesh, period. FARRAKHAN says not. So which one you going to listen to? And plus, he says, Eli says, the originator, who FARRAKHAN says, you got to be credit to the originator who originated this. Eli Muhammad says he's dead. He's not coming back. And you can't meet him. So he's dead. So you decide, brothers and sisters. FARRAKHAN said, no, you can't worship Master Muhammad. Like Muhammad said, that was the core message. God is man. Going home. Because white men are devils. Very simple, brothers and sisters. Move on. Okay. I'm going to keep this short. Maybe tomorrow I'll go into more detail. This is very simple. Let me explain it to you. Again. And see here, this Quran statement. They say, oh, Quran, right? And certainly you have come to us one by one as we created you at first, and you have left behind your backs we gave you. So wait a minute, they gave you backs. They gave you backs. We got backs. What do you mean? One time we didn't have backs. If you don't have back, then what do you have? I mean, you connect to something. See? Think about it. If you got a Siamese twin and both of y'all got the same back, you know what I'm saying? You connect to something. You have your own back. You don't have a back. Neither one of you have a back. You both connected. If you connect to something, you don't have a back. Once you separate, then you have a back. That's what I'm telling you right here. So at some point, we didn't have backs, and then we did have backs. We created you first, and you have left behind your backs. What we gave you. I mean, you come to that point where you, right? So you have backs again. What's that talking about? They couldn't tell you. They have no idea. We created you first, and you have left behind your backs. We gave you. So somebody gave you backs. So what was you before you had backs? What was you before you had back? It was you. He said it was you. You was alive. Didn't have a back. So you could gotta be connected to something, not have a back. So let me just explain the simplest way, bro. I'm trying to make everything very simple for you. I'm probably not succeeding, but I don't know. I mean, how simple can it be? Okay, let's look at this, and then we'll close, I think. Here, those cues don't have backs. They're all connected. One body. And then, if you do this, they all got backs. It's separated. Still one body, they're separated. Now, if they all had cell phones, I guess they'd be all connected, right? You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's talking about. Because this is original form. That's a law. Form is all vision, but vision comprehends not. That's a law. Form. And then as the universe expands, when the universe expands, tension pulls things apart. That's how animals came into existence. The birds and bees and trees and all that kind of stuff. I explained all that. See? But also, now, the being itself is separated. Connected mentally, but physically, because we're not connected to animals anymore. It was part of us. You understand? You understand? So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. We are Allah. That's what Master Muhammad said. But now we're in this form because of energy deprivation, because the universe is expanded. So now, eventually, we're back in this form again. It'd be just one individual. Why? Because we'd be that individual, all connected again. One way to look at it is like we are brain cells of a larger brain. And our consciousness is going to be off the page. It's great if you was blind all your life, never seen anything, all of a sudden you can see. I mean, it'd be amazing. I mean, once We start tuning in again. It means we connect everything together. Once we're all connected, tune in, all of a sudden we're part of a universal super mind. And eventually we're going to come all back together. It means your conscious is going to be off the page. A person's blind, they have no idea what sight is about. You tell them blue, green, they have no idea what it is. You say, yeah, okay. They have no comprehension. They don't know what color is. They have no comprehension of it. You tell them, say, okay, well, and they'll say, see, damn, wow. And so once this happens, that's what happened in a minute. That's how you come together. Change a twinkle of an eye. They come together, exceeding great army, come together, but all be able to tune in again. We don't have to be praying anymore. Prayer as an echo of that. I'm not going to take on detail, but I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for you. I think we'll leave it there. That's all of us. Yeah, that's right. Now, this is the form we're in right now. Allah still exists. Melchizedek, no birth record on his days. That's the form Allah exists in right now, asleep. But we're not connected. Okay? Can't tune in. Once tune in, all of a sudden, like, sleep, your brain lose consciousness. Well, we lost it. We did not be able to tune in. Broke chain that kept connects all together. Once all together, you had to be part of this body to be part of that function. The devils will not be able to. They're different bodies. That's what it says, right? It says that they're one nation. Okay? Mankind is one nation. They're a different body. Right? I can't tell someone else slave what to do. It's a different body. I don't know if that's simple enough for you, complicated enough. That's what his process is. And if you're not a part of this, then you'll be cast out. Demons are mixed in. We got a cancer right now. Demons mixed in with us. That's shaft mixed with the wheat. There's confusion in the body. That's why it's my job to get them out of there. And the other pieces, your body will have to be in cancer. You have some corns, right? Okay, they're part of your body, but they hurt. They ain't certain, they function. And these people, they got information, they're not using it. They're distractions or whatever, right? Well, they get cut off. Nobody, hey, man, I got a corn, man. Hey, you cut it off. Right in the fire. Because it's serving no purpose. It's slowing you down. Causing pain. What's going back? It's my job to be sure that there's a Lamb's Book of Life. Make sure everything is healthy. Right? Healthy. Right? Error-free. Purified. Okay. So if you're not sending positive vibration and positive vibes, the vibes are right, math, wavelength, frequency, and amplitude, then you put negative ones. That was it. Emitting vibes, lower level vibes. You can overcome that. Well, I'm see if I look at something else. I'm closing a minute. That's it. That's been 2 or 3 hours just trying to get back to this point and get bronzes. Because I tell you, I still know how they hacked in there and took over my. I don't know how long it's been like that. I was like, there's thousands of views out there. Look at how they get there. I thought they was looking at my stuff and they was looking at their stuff. But somehow they got their Saturday, Sunday thing into it's on my channel. I know you access my channel. in some kind of way and replace it with that. I didn't even record Sunday because I said I didn't waste time recording that stuff. I don't know how to do it. Now I got to look at all my stuff, right? But then that's dangerous because they have stuff I didn't think is me. So now it's distorting that. So I say I got to be careful. I got to protect the angel. Let me just say this and close, brothers and sisters. The basic, the most fundamental is energy. That's it. Nothing. Without energy, you have no reaction. Nothing. Energy. It can't be destroyed. It can't be created. It can't be destroyed. Simplest formula, right? Then you start going up and get more and more complex, more and more complex, more and more complex. See? So you can have stars. And stars, that's why the Bible calls it treasury, because stars makes atoms. Takes stars to make atoms. Our sun is a small star. It can make a helium atom, which is the simplest, where actually hydrogen is only one proton, and then one neutron. So we're not talking about atoms in that sense. I'm talking about you got a combination like 2, 3, 4, 5 protons and neutrons, right? See? That's a binary atom. You're just like one. We're talking about hydrogen. The rest of them multiple. So you want something like carbon, man. I think carbon 6. I think it's 6 and 6. 6 protons, 6 neutrons. I think I'm not sure about that. But it takes a large star to put that together like that. So for the complication, more complicated. So you go from one thing to another. I'm going to go this real quick, right? The energy. Next form is a neutron, one is a proton, building. This combination, the atom, it's a helium atom. Our sun can produce helium atoms. Well, I keep saying it get more complicated. But it takes larger and larger stars to do that. See? You take silver, carbon, uranium, like, what is that, 20? It takes a star probably about a million times bigger than the sun. You say, oh, yeah, that star's that big. Produce those type of elements. More complicated. So your question is, you say Allah is somewhere, he's got to be energy. Some form of energy. So you say it's the simplest form? Or the most complicated form? You got to be one or the other because he's better. So if he's better than everybody, if the simplest one is better, he's that. The most complicated one, it's got to be one or the other. Because he's got to be energy. Energy comes in D forms, I show you. I feel that it keeps going. And compounds, okay. Then it goes to DNA, chromosomes, this stages. Then they get to a cell. Cell, right? That's cell gets flesh. More complicated. So you're saying, well, then, where's God then? He's energy, just pure energy? The simplest, that's simplest. You can't get more simple than that. More complicated. So, flesh. That's complicated. And flesh. That's flesh. Right? Get more complicated. Fertilize the egg, egg's flesh, the embryo. So God has to be. So then you get to this point, then say, well, can you go any further? Because that's us, individually. Remember, each component, they're made of flesh components. Flesh is made of the chromosome components. You know what I'm saying? So the God would be made of if there's another level made of our components, right? That gets back to here. Then I'm going to close, brothers. Oh, no. So there's a higher form of life than us. The higher form than us. It's us right here. See? Higher form of us, and that would be all connected. But now we're going back. So eventually we're going to be back to one again. Tune in, get closer. Eventually just some, no, don't have to just that one individual with all the components. I don't know if I made it clear enough for you, brother. That's science. That's mathematics science of it. If you understand, then you understand God. FARRAKHAN doesn't talk to God because because he's saying he's telling you a lie. Because if you understand this, then you know he's lying. Oh, God, he talks to God and God eat flesh and all this stuff, and that's the mathematics behind it. If you show me wrong, okay? So we're coming back together. The first stage to come back together is tune in. Start moving towards this. Like 7 trillion years to get back to this. Slowly gradually back to it. But the first connections, once we tune in again, and we're all connected. Right? Right? Then you got the scientists in the brain cells. They communicate, and they directly. Well, they all connect. We all with that universal brain, right? But they're the center of that brain. So you have certain brain cells that control other brain cells. It's more conscious of them. That's no story. I'm gonna leave it there. That's simple. Now I proved it. And if you think I haven't proved it, show me. Send me something to show that's wrong. That's what how many told you teach it this way? I make it simple to you. So that all this stuff tomorrow, God, that shows you right there. God's flesh. And the next level, a lot of talking about this is talking about a lot, two different ways. There's the religious law, which is consequence. It's most fun. We are law, and that's the substance, economics of it. The religious part of it. Two sides of the universe, economics and religious, right? Economics is material, and religious is the mathematics. That's long and short of it. Without the mass, the energy, religion would mean nothing. That's more powerful. That's all it is. You can't make any simpler than that, brothers and sisters. I'll leave it there, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, by the way, I put a new one together, like I said I was going to put together. I was looking at it just now, it's running. And it's been solid. It's my perspective, brothers and sisters. I'm excited about it. I'm sure when I read it, I'm sure, I don't know what I want to use here, brothers and sisters, but the point is, that's telling me they're in trouble. Because they're doing everything to stop me. That means it's bothering them. It's bothering them. So it's going to be, the more they do it, the more I know I'm bothering them. It does matter. The mass public going to shut this whole thing down. We make us move, it's going to shut this false down, this false vision, I have a dream. So off and running then, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum. Maybe tomorrow I can get to it. I spent like 3 hours just trying to get this meditation going, brothers and sisters. Like I said, I don't know. They're all in my system. That's a daily fight. Assalamu alaikum.